First of all, congratulations, good performance.
Yeah, played well out there. Played, scored heavy throughout. Made a couple of centuries, and yeah, I was pleased with my performance.
You're a dangerous player. You haven't had a great season by your standards, but it's all there, isn't it?
Yeah, my game's always. I need to get rhythm out there, you know. And if I can get rhythm in a tournament and get myself settled in, I know I can go on and win it, you know. But it's a little bit more consistency would be nice, and looking to do that this week.
We're watching it in the press room. We're talking about you. You're one of these players that can win any tournament. What is it? Just a question of something clicking there?
Yeah, I think so. I've proved that I can do it, you know. But I've been making changes to my game a little bit, tinkering around, you know, and it's probably not done me any favours.
That's my biggest problem.
Trying to improve, you know, and taking steps back. So the changes that I was making probably needed 12 months out of the game, you know, and I was trying to do that in between tournaments. So I'm back to my old way of playing and trying to be more fluent and score heavy, and it seems to be working okay.
Well, that's your biggest strength, isn't it? Your ability to win a frame in one visit.
Yeah, exactly. And I was sort of getting away from that. I was trying to improve my long game to another level, so that would also come in, you know. But my long game improved and my scoring power went, you know. So it was all that kind of stuff. But I'm settled now. I know what I can do, and I can work hard at that.
And in the semis tomorrow against Barry, it'd be a great game, whatever, won't it?
Yeah, it should be a great game. Yeah, me and Barry have had some good battles. He's a great player and a good guy, so hopefully we can go out there and play well.
All right, we got you here then, behind the shot, as we do with all the players. And in the last frame, you played a plant. Now, in the comms box, we call it a reverse plant, but I'm sure people at home don't really know what we're on about.
Yeah.
So if you can explain to us exactly what's involved and how you do it and why.
Okay, I'll try. So obviously this plant is it's aiming for the left-hand jaw.
Right, okay.
So if you hit that full in the face, obviously you're going to miss it to the left. Now, if there was a bit of a gap between them balls, you would be aiming the first red to the left-hand side of the red to pull it to the right.
How much of a gap? Can we show people roughly?
I'm thinking maybe if you were there, you would obviously be aiming the red to the left-hand side of the red.
Okay.
And you wouldn't get the squeeze, what the players call the squeeze. But when it's touching, for whatever reason, unbeknown to most players, no one really knows why. But if you hit the left-hand side of the red,
so the opposite side,
the opposite to what you're doing now, it should reverse and flick across. Too much.
Which it did.
Too much.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It did. So that's the theory behind it. Now, the other question I want to ask you is, at what point nowadays in a game is there too big a gap for a plant?
It depends.
I know it's depending on the situation, the game, and where you are. But if you felt good, and would you take that plant on? Is that way too much?
I think I would take that plant on if I was like right behind it, you know, and the risk was quite low. But if I was here, then it's not even a shot.
Right.
Because there's too much angle going to the first red, and obviously there's a big gap between the second. So I always think it depends on where the cue ball is positioned behind the first red, really. But if you're talking like a gap like that, then obviously that's not even a shot, you know. We're out of the game.
Go on, one more time. Try and knock that one in then.
Okay. At pace, yeah?
All right. Class. Cheers, mate.
Nice one, mate. Thank you.